mountain part of the country, people are still waking up, and it's okay, right? East Coast folks, you guys are right there with me. What's going on? Good morning. I got some stuff to say this morning because I haven't been live in a while, well, since last Sunday. So, um, hey, Renique is liking my stuff on Twitter. What's up, you guys? Make sure you go ahead and share this broadcast out, man. Because the first thing I'm going to talk about is the one thing that I've been ranting about on TikTok and on um, Facebook and all that good stuff. So I want to get into it. So this is the weekend review, right? I think it's something I'm going to try to pick up doing. But I haven't decided yet because my Saturdays are so crazy. Hey, Carlinda, what's going on? Hey, uh, uh, that's what's going on. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming joining me over there on Periscope. Make sure though you share this broadcast out because I got some stuff to say because I'm a little bit upset today. Now, those of you guys who have been following me, I did a Facebook Live about a week ago because we had some issues with a cop down in my hometown, and it was a whole big stink. I mean, he flashing the white power symbol, things of this nature. We're not calling names, but we already know. If you watch the video, hey, Brandon, yeah, I'm sorry for your loss too, cuz, by the way, I heard about that. But so we had some issues, and so we did a video, and there was the community kind of came together and was trying to get this cop, let me go live on TikTok real quick because I haven't gone live yet. All right, so I'm live on Twitch, I'm live on TikTok, so I'm live everywhere. So okay, so this particular cop was suspended, who was looking for his resignation or either termination, and it's been a week. It's been a week. The last update that I received was he was still suspended. They were supposed to meet to decide his fate. That's the last thing that I heard. Okay, because I'm not in the community anymore. Of course, nobody is gonna. It's something. It's information that's not readily available to me. I have to inquire about it, or people that know that I'm in the struggle with them, they'll inbox me, right? So tell me what's going on. So the last update that I received. Hey, you guys on TikTok, Blaze and Steve, what's up? The last update I got, that the mayor and the town council were not going to, or they were not left with the decision to terminate. So they left that up to the chief of police and the town manager of my hometown. So it's been a week. So here's my thing. It's been a week and still no word. Now, I'm not sure if they're trying to wait us out to see if we're not going to say anything. I'm not sure if they're going to let the distractions of the world just kind of let us people, because if we don't say anything, right? If we don't say anything and we let enough time lapse, then we'll forget. Then the next thing you know, this particular cop is back patrolling our streets. So, not to call out, but I really want to call out. Listen, it's been a week. It has been a week. This is first of all, what was to me, and maybe I'm wrong. Somebody help me out here. But what was the investigation about, really? I mean, what is it that you really? What more do you really need here? I mean, because he has shown the 15 years of complaints that has been received. I mean, so I don't understand what. Somebody help me out. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm venting. Maybe I'm just talking crazy. I don't know. But we're not a people. My community, where I'm from, we're not going to let this slide. We shouldn't. And we can't allow things of life to kind of allow them or give them justification for putting it or sweeping it under the rug. Bernier said, "Oh, what did he say? What did he say?" Bernier said that the mayor made a statement, shaking my head, sounding like a bunch of crap. Okay, can you give me a gist of what he said? I don't know, because if anything other than we have asked that certain individual to either resign or we have terminated, but I don't know. But then he put, like I said, Bernier, he left the decision to terminate up to the chief of police and the town manager. So I'm still waiting and wondering what's gonna happen. And but what I'm saying is, it's been a week since we've heard anything, and this man, I'm not sure he's collecting. See, understand this: this man is collecting money. He's still getting paid. He's on suspension. He's still getting paid. So it's like, all right, when do we pull the plug on that? When do we say, okay, enough's enough? Okay. Yeah. So being said, yeah. Now the town council's up to the town manager and chief, and I'm gonna have to inbox our chief down there and find out what's going on because I haven't heard anything. It's been a week. It's crazy. All right, so moving on, we're going to talk about the first thing in the very beginning of the week. We're going to talk about transfer. I think it was last Saturday or last Sunday. Kirk Franklin. Everybody was upset about Kirk Franklin at the beginning of the week. They were trying to get Kirk canceled and all of that. Listen, and maybe I haven't stated my position on this, but listen, ain't nobody canceling Kirk Franklin. You know what I'm saying? Bernier said, but people can speak at next town meeting. That's great. They have to call to get in on the agenda in order to speak. I wonder if you can do that virtually. Because I would love to zoom in and have something to say. So find that out for me. A fire needs to be lit up under the chief. Well, I may be the guy to do it, but we're gonna talk about that. But Bernier said, I wonder if I can chime into that virtually. That would be great if I could do that, because I would definitely have something to say with that. But nonetheless, though, let's talk about Kirk Franklin. So Kirk Franklin was recorded cussing out his son on a phone call, and so the son decided he wanted to record it and then release it in hopes that Kirk gets canceled. Let me tell you something, bro. Ain't nobody canceling Kirk. There's a reason why ain't nobody canceling Kirk. Put it in reverse. And so nobody's canceling Kirk. And here's why. Because Kirk, thank you, Bernier. I appreciate you. Kirk they're not going to cancel Kirk because Kirk said to his child, to what millions of us have wanted to say to our child and just didn't. Can I be real? Let's be honest about it. We're doing too much. Kirk, the son, obviously there's some family issues there, right? Obviously there's somebody that's that need counseling. Maybe he wasn't there. I'm gonna do a show on the Knucklehead Chronicles. I'm gonna do a show with my daughters, and so my daughters will be able to tell you firsthand what it was like for them not having me in their life. So we're gonna end this cycle. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna at all costs. My purpose on this planet is to end that cycle, because let me tell you something, fellas. If you have children and you are not in their lives, listen to me. It will damage them, whether it's long term or because some people don't ever recover. And I think what happened with Kirk's son is that because Kirk is, he's a man of a certain age and his son's like 33 or 32 or something like that. And he thought that he gonna sit there and disrespect his father. Let me tell you something. No matter how many issues you may have in your life, you mad at me, okay, I get that, but that's a level of respect that we're gonna have toward each other, and you're not gonna just say anything you want to say because you're pissed. Okay, so I am not in the business of I'm not an advocate for bad mouthing your children, but if they come out of their neck sideways at you, then it is what it is. I mean, it's the epitome of I brought you into this world, I'll take you out. Every parent has said that. You heard Bill Cosby say it on the Cosby Show. You've heard parents say that. You probably said it yourself 1,000 times. I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. It's the same thing. It's just, he did it verbally. And when and when I tell you, TikTok went ahead and did a whole trend on it. It was hilarious. But so no, I don't blame Kirk. I probably would have done the same thing if I had a 33-year-old son and he started talking to me, and then he's gonna record it. He's gonna record it and then release it. Like, okay, I'm gonna dig this ditch for you. You're just gonna fall in it. No, man, it's Kirk Franklin, man. It's Kirk Franklin. He's not gonna do that. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. I don't understand. But if you are on the fence about whether or not you want to counsel Kirk Franklin, then I don't know what to tell you. But think about it from both sides, though, because Kirk made it because Kirk also released a response, and he said that he apologized to his to his fan base, which I don't believe that he had to apologize to his fan base. But what he did say was, okay, his reaction, he could have probably acted a little bit different. He said that um I apologize for that. But what he said also was that there was a call made to the family therapist that he did not record or that he didn't release. Now, he didn't release that part. He said there was where they tried to call the family therapist to kind of intervene and try to help in this situation, and but that part of the conversation wasn't released. Just the fact that Kurt cursed him out. So when this, the whole saying, what a tangled web we weave, right? So that's kind of what happened here, and whatever that boy's name is, Kurt's son. I can tell you. I mean, if anybody ever catches this and send it to him, listen. Um, it backfired, son. It backfired. Nobody's counseling Kurt. Nobody's just let it go. It backfired on you. All right, so let's move on. So let's talk about this last incident, the last thing that happened here, and this is uh, the sad thing here. And I think I'm gonna. Well, no, one thing before that. Okay, so we do remember that Derek Chauvin is on trial for George Floyd's murder, right? So I'm not seeing people probably have forgot about that. His trial started last week. They tried to postpone it and all that jazz. But uh, so the judge, from what I'm reading on CNN, this is CNN. Judge Chauvin, or the judge in Chauvin's trial, is going to admit some evidence from George Floyd's arrest. Now, what they're trying to do, what the defense was trying to do, was trying to not counsel, but postpone the trial and have it moved out of Minneapolis. But people don't know that. People don't know that they tried to have it moved. So the judge did say that the judge actually rejected defense's motions to postpone and relocate the court, the trial. Now, the judgment came a week after Minneapolis, the state of Minnesota, paid $27 million to George Floyd's estate. $27 million that the state kind of and give it to George Floyd, to his estate rather, which is a pretty good chunk of change. Not worth his life, but still 20 million, still a good chunk of change. His kids are going to be set up for life. So that's pretty good on itself. But they're trying to move. They were trying to move the trial out of Minnesota because they figured that Derek could get a fair trial or whatever. Negro, what? It's like, how you fair trial? But of course, you guys would know. Maybe you don't know. Uh, uh, Derek Chauvin has pleaded not guilty to what was it? He did plead not guilty to. Uh, he pleaded not guilty to second degree unintentional murder and second degree manslaughter charges. He also pled not guilty to third degree murder. Now we're not going to go through all and what those mean, Of course, because the most common is premeditated murder. Everybody knows that. Manslaughter is when you kill somebody unintentionally, right? When you don't mean to do it and it just happens. Say you got into a bar fight and you want to punch somebody in the nose and you pushed his nose up into his nasal cavity there and kill him. That's involuntary manslaughter. That's one of those things. But listen, people, keep your head on the swivel because this stuff is happening. Because Ahmaud Arbery's case down in Georgia is starting up. People don't know about that. These 3 dudes sitting down there in jail and probably gonna walk away from this whole thing scot-free. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to keep our head on the swivel. We have to stay focused because if we don't stay focused, this stuff is gonna get slid up under the rug, and we're gonna just lose the battle here, right? Don't cut your nose, spite your face, right? So make sure you keep your head on the swivel. But the last thing, though, that I want to get into, and it's the saddest thing that I don't feel like I have to talk about, but the murders, the mass shootings that happened down in Georgia over this past week, where 8 Asian American people perished. I really don't know what to say about that. I mean, I know what to say, but I really don't want to because I think it's crazy at the fact that I have to even say it. But what's going to happen? This young man, let me see if I can pull him up here. Because I didn't have it. I wasn't prepared, and I apologize for that, y'all. Now, where is he? All right. So the first thing about him, this young man's name is Robert Aaron Long, and he decided to go into a couple of Asian shops and kill 8 Asian Americans. I'm not, rumors are swirling as to why. Oh no, this is not what I wanted. Hold on. They want to play a video. I ain't got time for all that. I just want a picture. That's all I want. I'm coming. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's do this. I think it's a video attached to this. All right. Come on. All right. Let's watch it together because I haven't seen this.
We don't expect the same size jacket to fit every kid. Why do we expect the same school to fit every kid? Traditional public schools work for most kids, but for others, nonprofit charter schools are a better fit. Nonprofit charter schools, free, public, and open to all.
All right, let's watch this together.
Now to new developments in the deadly spa shooting rampage. The man suspected in the killings will not have a court appearance today. The Cherokee County Clerk of Courts telling us that Robert Aaron Long's court appearance has been canceled. No reason given. Authorities say the 21-year-old confessed to the killings that left 8 people dead and 1 critically injured on Tuesday. The majority of the victims, Asian women. Investigators say Long told them it was not racially motivated and that he saw these businesses as, quote, temptation when it came to his sexual addiction. The shootings taking place at 3 separate spas, 1 in Cherokee County and 2 in Midtown Atlanta. The deadly shootings remain under investigation. Multiple law enforcement agencies investigating this one. And this is new this morning. The spokesperson for the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office under fire for comments he made during a press conference and an anti-Asian Facebook post. Captain Jay Baker said yesterday that the shooting suspect, Robert Aaron Long, was, quote, pretty much fed up and kind of at the end of his rope, and that Tuesday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did. Many criticizing his comments as inappropriate and insensitive. Well, after his remarks, screenshots surfaced of a March 2020 Facebook post that prompted anti-Asian T-shirts from his account. The post came to light amid concerns from some Asian Americans, many in the Asian American community here, saying that authorities are not treating the spa killings as hate crimes. Captain Baker is also getting backlash for saying the shooting suspect had a bad day. Again, just to reiterate that point.
Turning now to the corona.
Okay. So, wait. Where's my arrow? Now, did y'all hear that? I mean, did you guys hear that? Well, I know my folks on TikTok didn't hear it, but what? He had a bad day. He had a bad day. Let me tell you something. This man, wait, because I'm still trying to find out, certain aspects of this, because there's always, more than what the media is spinning it. But it's crazy, because I think it's politically targeted because of the Vice President Kamala Harris. Why would that have anything? Why would Kamala Harris have anything to do with this, Galinda? So this man. So let me get this right. And somebody who's ever watching on Periscope, YouTube, whatever, TikTok, all y'all, somebody help me. Okay. So you mean to tell me this young man woke up one morning because he ain't getting no loving, decided to go into several Asian spas and shoot up Asian women? Out of the eight that he murdered, 6 were women, 2 were dudes, 2 were men. So what? Okay. So I'm confused. What's up, you digger? I'm confused here. He shot 8 people, 6 of them women, 2 of them men. But you're saying that he was sexually frustrated. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. So, but I'm not sure. See, again, this is something that they're gonna sweep up under the rug, and they're gonna market as mental health. But for the police chief to get on camera and say he had a bad day, I can't get past that. Bill Hawk too on TikTok said that they have sympathy for this terrorist, not the victims. This country is an absolute mess, man. And I agree with you. And it gets worse, and it gets worse, and it gets worse. And I can't understand. Let a black man have a bad day. Come on, man. And reading comments and reading posts on it's crazy. Scared of my kids in this world. I feel you, Bill. Me too, bro. And I have kids. I have 2 grown women, and then I have 3 stepchildren. I have another stepdaughter in Palestine who's in college, and it's crazy. This man. So if my daughter, he said, "Damn, I wish I had a way of doing that. I wish I could. I don't know if I can or not. I tell you what I do though. I do this. Let me hold on. I'll get the man in here real quick. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me get him in here. Oh man. Sorry about that, yo. Hey, Michael Ray, what's up, man? What's going on? Thank you, TikTok, for coming through. I really appreciate you. Those of you guys who stay, I appreciate you. Hold on one second. Let me get my guy in here real quick if I can. All right, there we go. So now I feel better. So E-Digger, there's a link that I just sent to you in your inbox. Click on that link and come on in here, boy. So I don't understand what's really going on. He had a bad day. You killed innocent people because you have a bad day. I don't think that how does it? I don't know. I don't even know. Sexually frustrated, but see, it's not even about the fact of the excuse that the terrorist is using. It's the people that are coddling that mess. You know, you have the police chief who has said, "Oh, well, he just had a bad day," and they're going to brush it off as such. Now, the Asian community they're fearful, right? The Asian community is fearful because and this all goes back to 45. When 45 got on camera and said, when he called it, I'm not gonna call it what he called it. It's racist. I'm not gonna say that. But you know what he said, and then he he called it that, and so people started running with that. So people are now the crazy ones anyway. They're mad at the Asian folks because they feel like they brung in COVID and all that jazz. Come on, you can't tell me that this man shut up all these spas and he did it because he was sexually frustrated. Man, come on, man. If you even can you even come up with a original excuse? Now that one, that was original, but it was pretty poor, piss poor, as a matter of fact. So how does that even work? I don't understand. But 8 lives are gone because you. But even the bigger thing after that, this young man is still breathing. Okay, let that sink for a sec. Bill on TikTok said, "Yes, sir. These nuts have their own mind, minds, but I blame that orange lunatic." Hey, as do I, sir. As do I. It's crazy. But all of this started back when he made that statement and said what he said about the virus, and then put the blame for the virus squarely on the back of Chinese Americans, Asian Americans. Now these people are walking around with a target on their back because this lunatic said, "Well, you're the reason why we have COVID. You're the reason why we have this." Okay, I see you. You did what on the screen, bro. You at? Yeah, I see a gray screen, brother. If you
can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Well, I got a gray screen though. Is that on purpose?
No. Let me check.
Yeah. So I got my man E Digger in the building, Ernest Harris. Y'all, for folks on TikTok, he is the CEO. There he is. He is the CEO of Charm City Direct TV. On Facebook and soon the world. E Digger's like, first Facebook, next the world. So that's kind of
the world. Man,
what do you think?
I first of all, thank you for doing this. And I looked on my phone. I said Charm City Direct TV is live, and I said, "Oh, it's Terry." Okay, and I was listening to what you were saying, and I thought, and I was going to do this. I was going to talk about the situation about the guy and the Asian and the spa and the Asians and shot up the spa.
Yeah,
but I didn't read into it. But I was listening to you, and you said that he did this because he was sexually frustrated.
Yeah.
Dude, how many other people? We're not even talking about black people. We talking about any other man who is sexually frustrated. If I'm sexually frustrated, I'm not going to go to a mall and start shooting.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just, but the fact is that this young man, after all of that, he's still breathing.
Right.
He's sitting in a jail cell somewhere, and he is still breathing. Now you look at some of our victims. You look at George Floyd. You look at Tamir Rice. You look at Trayvon Martin.
Right.
But this young man, what's my man that sat in the church down in Charleston? What was it?
Thank you,
Dylan Roof.
Dylan
Sat in the church.
Mm-hmm.
Through Bible study for 45 minutes.
Right.
And then loaded up his clip and then went down there and shot 9 people.
But you saw what happened with him. they took him to Burger King.
Burger King, bro. I mean,
because he was
and I understand TikTok and TikTok. Listen, everybody is watching. I understand that was a long time ago, but still, it's still relevant because it's they took this man to Burger King and got him a Whopper with cheese because he shot 9 people.
Because
this whole thing of racism,
he had a bad day.
He did is crazy.
He had a bad day. First of all, you know, he came into the church. He came into the church, and pretty much all of this was premeditated. He thought about this the whole time.
Definitely.
Same with this guy, you know, with these Asians, you know. Look how other people have bad days. So we're looking at sexually motivated and him having a bad day. Something don't add up here. I have a bad day. I'm not saying that every day I have a bad day, but sometimes people have bad days. That's not to say you're going to pick up a gun and go shoot up someplace.
Yeah, ain't nobody come on, man.
Right?
That's not even a viable excuse. I've had a bad day. Look at it. You know how many bad days I have? You guys know what I do for a living? I sell cars, baby.
Right.
And every day is almost a bad day in the car business, and you can't. Come on, I'm not finna go and take a Tech 9 or AK-47 and go down to the local 7-Eleven and start shooting up Indians. I'm not gonna do that.
Right. Exactly.
That's crazy. Bill Hawk on TikTok says, "Unbelievable. I'm a white man, 47 years old, and any of these black men, they appear." It's great. It's just it doesn't make any sense, and now a lot of our allies are outraged. I'm telling you, TikTok is amazing, but I don't. It doesn't make sense. I looked at it sideways, upside down. And this young man will probably walk, even in the society as it is right now. Now, back in the day, you know, we swept up on the rug and nobody said anything, and we kind of kept it hush hush, or we let the outside influence of the world let us forget. And that's the reason why. That's the first thing I said at the top of the show was we're not finna sweep someone under the rug. The thing I ranted about last week. It's been a week, and we're still waiting for the police chief to let us know whether this man has been fired or if he has resigned. But we haven't heard anything. It's been a week. But if we don't say anything, guess what's going to happen? That's up under the rug, and then next thing you know, he's patrolling the streets.
And see, the thing is, you know, us as black people, we talk about it at the time. You know, we famous for that. And this is, you know, shout out to everybody that's watching. Thank you for everybody that's watching. But we have to make a constant noise.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? To get a result that we want. You see, a lot of this stems from us talking about it at the moment, but not really doing anything. And when I say that, I'm talking about holding people accountable. You see what I'm saying? And I said this one time before. I said it a lot of times before. We only talk about it when it happens. We have to keep talking about it.
Oh, I lost him just that quick. He's not even in the background no more. Oh, but yeah. So okay, there we go. I'm not sure what happened. Hey, yo, what happened, bro?
I'm still here.
Oh, you totally left the thing and came back.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So Bill Hawk on TikTok, and Bill Hawk is my commenter. He said, these people talk about borders. The problem is here, white male terrorists. And you're right, Bill, we have homegrown home terrorism right here. And you're worried about everywhere else. Terrorism is absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Let me put my caption up there. But anyways, I missed TV. My bad. I'm sorry. Well, anyway, so but here's the thing, is how do we get to a solution? What happens? What do you think? As a people, what do we do?
I don't know. I just think that, you know, pressure. You know, I think pressure is needed. Pressure, constant pressure, constant, involvement. You just can't talk about it and leave it alone. And I'm talking about black people. I noticed I said black people. I didn't say social media. I didn't say news. I didn't say,
Mhm.
I mean, everybody is quick to, get on social media. Everybody is quick to, talk about it. But I think pressure is needed. Like, call your call your congress people, call the police department, even if you don't live in that city,
Right.
even if you don't live in that state. We still see it across the board. We still seeing it. It's talked about worldwide. So, if there is a problem, find some numbers, do your research.
Yeah.
That's the first
Well,
and foremost, first thing. Do your research. If you got people that live in the city that this incident is happening in, get in contact with them. Say, hey, I need a number to your police department, or your governor, your mayor, whoever. Make a noise.
Yeah.
Instead of talking about it at the moment, because
Right.
that's what's happening. People are talking about it at the moment, and they're not really pursuing it. And that's why a
Yeah.
lot of these cases, or a lot of these situations, are brushed under the rug, because
Right. They wanna follow
nobody
through.
is doing. Yeah, we can only protest for so much, but you see what happens when you protest. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then you think about this, Terry. You know, maybe, and I keep saying this. I keep saying this. I keep saying this. Maybe this is what they want us to do. You see what I'm saying? They want us
Sure.
to act out, to kill a lot of other a lot of us. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
This is mismotivation, to get us riled up, so to speak.
Right.
And just like Richard just said, talk is cheap, actions cost. I
Right.
agree. I agree. We could talk about this forever,
Right.
but unless we do something about it, and constantly keep doing something about it,
Yeah.
it's not gonna take effect. It's not gonna be effective.
Right.
The,
Yeah.
the situation with George Floyd, this man killed George Floyd.
Yeah. We can do
Right,
it all kind of ways that you can look at it all you want to. That's what
right.
it's murder.
This person killed Chinese people. Just went in the whole day. He's probably thinking, you know what? I'm gonna shoot everybody in that spa. You see what I'm saying? And he
Yeah.
gets off scot-free.
Right.
We
Yeah.
kill somebody, they throw us underneath of the prison and jail.
Man, they're gonna bring the electric chair on MLK's birthday.
Right,
You know,
to
this
your
thing.
to your house while you eating
Oh
dinner.
man, the racism, the blatant, because it's so blatant now. It's not even under the surface anymore. It's so blatant, and they really don't care now.
Right.
Because 45 gave him the and I won't even
ammunition.
say his name, but
Yeah.
45 gave him the out, and now they're just in this, inward this, inward that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. The right. It's just like when I posted up that video about the cop I was telling you guys about.
Mhm.
There was a comment up under there, and it was like, I don't see how that the symbol that he flashed was a symbol. That's a game we used to play. Okay, take that game to the hood. Go on down there and play that. Go on down there at 65th and Ashland in Chicago. Go on down there and do that on the in Inglewood in Illinois. Go on down and do that.
Right.
Or
Right.
any west side of anywhere. Go to Bmore and do that.
Right.
Let's see how far you get. So let's like you said, and to your point you said earlier, is about educating yourself. Do some research, because the symbol. There were so many people. There were so many comments on that post. That I thought that was a game. I don't know what that's about. What do you mean? The Anti-Defamation League made that a hate symbol back in 2017. Like, if you don't,
Right.
you have to do your research.
Right.
Only because the Proud Boys picked it up and used it as a hate symbol. And so
Right.
once the Proud Boys, one of the biggest home terrorist groups in the country
Right.
decide to pick up something, it's automatically going to be crazy.
Right.
Again, I want to welcome you guys on TikTok. I appreciate you. My name's Terry. I am the guru on social media. I am the host of the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast. You guys can't see what's going on, but I am on a Facebook stream with my homeboy, my brother, Ernest Harris, for the CEO of Trump Direct TV. Everybody is here on Facebook and YouTube and Periscope and everywhere else. Thank you guys for chiming in. If you haven't shared the broadcast yet, please go ahead and share the broadcast. Post on TikTok. Do the same thing. Go ahead and share it out. So I don't go live very much on TikTok, but when I do. Richard, E-Diggs, tell me something. How many people have to be murdered before real change to happen, man? They want to exterminate us, bro.
Man, Richard, I ask that question every day, you know, and especially here, excuse me, especially here in Baltimore, we just reached another, 300 plus murders. You see what I'm saying? We just every year we either reach it or we are surpassing it. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm gonna give you another. I'm gonna give you another. When you was talking about the symbol, the OK symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And please, people, do your research. And this is for the millennials that's out there. These young knuckleheads that thinks, yeah. shout out to the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast for real. I'm gonna give y'all another analogy or something to think about. And it's kind of, it's weird to me how education is right in your face.
It's in your face. It's a Google search, man.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, everybody Google search and get on social media to find out information, but nobody wants to find out the truth.
Right.
The real meat and potatoes be behind what's going on. So I'm gonna give you one more, and this is for all the guys who think it's cool to wear your pants all half off your ass, So this, and I need to say this because it's fitting to what we're talking about with the OK symbol.
Yeah.
In jail, that was a sign of you wearing your pants half off your ass. That's a sign of display to mean that your booty was up for free will.
Yeah.
For the young guys walking around here seeing all these rappers.
Thanks, Bill. I appreciate you, man.
Seeing all these rappers walking around and thinking it's cool that you sagging, but in jail it means you fagging. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
cool.
a lot of people, a lot of these young guys like that. I don't know what you talking about. I give you one better.
I have no clue.
Talk to a person that was in prison. Notice I said prison. I didn't say jail. Talk to somebody in prison that's been in prison for a long period of time. Talk to them. I know a couple of y'all know a lot of people that's been in prison. Talk to them and ask them, what do sagging the pants mean?
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, they will give you a history lesson.
Right.
Real quick. Shout out to the great Eddie Griffin, the comedian Eddie Griffin, who always put that in his show. And his stand up. He educates. He's funny as hell, but he educates you as well. You just gotta listen.
So let me tell you guys about something. Now, these young millennials out here doing that, then sagging in the pants. Now, there was a guy who was infamous in prison, and his nickname was the Booty Warrior. Now, if you are familiar with the Boondocks, the cartoon animated series, if you're familiar with the Boondocks, and he was on an episode of that. I can't think of his real name. I need to Google that. See, we talk about research. We need to Google that.
Right.
But he was the Booty Warrior, and he said, and he was real simple with his stuff. He was like, "Hey, I like you.
I like you.
I want you.
And I want you." Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours.
But even though he was an animated character, they animated him. He was a real guy.
Right.
And all he did was rape dudes in prison. That was his thing. And he said one of the best things in life was a man's butt. That's what he said in an interview. So young fellas, you hollering you ain't you ain't homosexual or nothing like that. You ain't gay or nothing, but you're gonna find out real quick. So, but long story short, I know you got live in a little bit to do, but I just want everybody to understand this. Do not forget that these things are still going on in the background. Don't forget about George Floyd, Derek Chauvin.
Right.
Don't forget about this Asian dude. And I'm not going to let my chief of police off the hook. So if anybody that knows me, that's following me on Facebook, go ahead and tag him in this video, because I'm definitely going to inbox him in a minute. And we are not going to let this walk.
There you
so
go.
I want somebody to tag me in the town hall meeting. I would love to zoom into that. Don't play with me in my community, right?
There you go.
So we have to learn how to be strong. We have to stand up and be strong, have a voice, say what you're going to say. And see, and people, I've had somebody inbox me the other day, just to let you guys know that somebody inboxed me the other day and said, why are you so concerned about what's going on in your hometown? You ain't even done it. I was like,
that's a stupid question.
Inbox, first of all, you know what I'm saying? That's right there.
Right.
But because that's still my home, I still have family there. That's why I'm involved in the community.
Right.
Even though I live in Missouri, don't have anything to do with my hometown, my family. I got my daughter lives there, my granddaughter, my grandma, cousins, uncle.
Yeah.
I got the whole family's there. So we're not going to do that. But be diligent, be strong. If you got a voice, use it. All right. But thank you for coming on. I know, like I said, I know you got things to do. But real quick announcement: the Knucklehead Chronicles go live tomorrow. At a special time at 7 o'clock. No, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I have to kind of remember. No, it's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and all that, YouTube, and all that. We are going to have pastors Greg and Michelle Mostella on the show on tomorrow. We're talking about love languages. So if your love life is going through the ringer right now, you don't know how to get here and fro, and you don't know how you're working, come and see us tomorrow with my gang and I, me, Dwayne, Ephraim, and Kevin Peoples. We're going to be talking to pastors Greg and Michelle Mostella on tomorrow. So make sure you come and join us. So again, man, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. I know you got that message. Tag me in, Bob.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Also, I want to say, in a couple of minutes, make sure y'all stay tuned. Real Stories, Real People, hosted by Raymond Matthews, is coming up next here on Charm City Direct TV. So get your mind right. Be prepared for Raymond Matthews, who's coming up next at the 9 o'clock hour.
That is what's up. I appreciate you, man. All right, so everybody that's in here, thank you for coming through. I really appreciate you. If you haven't shared the broadcast, please do, because I might put this as a podcast later. Just go ahead and run the audio and just put on as a podcast.
That's what's up.
But we'll see you guys next time. Y'all guys have a great rest of your